You can enjoy our full menu whenever you want. Burger for breakfast, omelet for dinner. You can have it at the Corner Cafe. Enjoy our dinner specials like meatloaf, baked steak, and open-faced roast beef sandwiches. Top off your meal with homemade desserts, including our wide selection of pies. We hope to see you soon at the Corner Cafe, 3rd and Ann Streets in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors.
Hey, it's Eric here at Lemon Bears Power Sports, West Virginia's #1 Mahindra rock sword dealer, and there's never been a better time to buy a new rock sword than right now.
We currently have multiple models in stock, plus accessories to fit all your wants and needs.
The 2.5-liter turbo diesel, 5-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, the toughest side-by-side on the market.
Don't forget about the all-weather package with full cab, heating, and air conditioning.
Stop in today and grab your new Mahindra rock sword.
You don't have to go back to the dealer or travel hours to get professional maintenance and repair for your foreign auto. Cornerstone Auto Service is fully equipped with dealer-level equipment and the expertise to provide you with the same quality repairs you receive from the dealer at a fraction of the cost. From expert diagnostics to routine maintenance, Cornerstone provides honest answers and quality service. Professional, reliable, affordable. That's the team at Cornerstone Auto Service, Camden Avenue, Parkersburg.
All our dogs agree Crazy Bone Pet Spa is the place to be. Our boarding is leading the pack with clean, spacious suites and plenty of fun and playtime to go around. Doggy daycare is a blast too. All-day fun with their friends is just what they need. Plus, they get to enjoy Crazy Bone's indoor play zone and turf outdoor play area, which means fun in the sun and no muddy paws if it's a rainy day. Don't forget to spoil them with treats, toys, and bling in our fully stocked lobby, or maybe a day of beauty in our award-winning grooming salon. Crazy Bone Pet Spa, the fun place for your pet.
Join us today for our fall open house sale at Crown Decor and Gifts and save store-wide with many special sales and discounts. The feels and scents of fall are beginning to fill the air, and Crown Decor and Gifts is ready to welcome you. Crown is packed wall-to-wall and floor-to-ceiling with some of the area's largest varieties of fall and Halloween home decor, fall floral stems, specialty foods like apple butter and cobbler mixes, our fall Cheryl's cookie flavors, outdoor metal garden art for fall and Halloween, and so much more. Our confectionery has also welcomed the season with your favorite fall fudge flavors. We even hand-dipped Granny Smith apples with fudge, and Hershey's hand-dipped ice creams are available every day. There's a reason why thousands and thousands of customers visit us every month. So come back and see us at your happy place at Crown Decor and Gifts during our fall open house sale going on today. We hope to see you soon.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
4 5 6. I can't go any higher than that.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
What Exit does for you.
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 What Exit does for you, our sellers, is offer you a top-notch marketing package, your own commercial, 3D virtual tour, and website, just to name a few. You don't need to look any further to get your property sold.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We do appreciate it. Don't forget we have 2 offices, one at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
These sweet unicorns are all about the symbol of beauty and magic. Let Mark Armstrong's goals show why we were voted the #1 jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Whether you're looking for that special diamond or any other unique piece of jewelry, show your loved one the best is yet to come with a memory that will last a lifetime. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
Okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's hear from production.
Good afternoon and welcome to Don Drumm Stadium in Marietta for Marietta College Pioneer Football presented by Sir Speedy. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that's the opportunity for the Pioneers today as they face a program that every other school in Division III football is measured by. Mountain Union, the Purple Raiders come in winners of 13 national championships, 9 runner-up finishes, 33 conference championships, and they've got a 43-game winning streak against the Marietta College Pioneers. A very daunting challenge today, but an opportunity nonetheless.
Well, you look forward to it. You don't look at the record. You just say, hey, we're playing the best. We want to find out where we are in our program, and that's exactly what they're going to find out today.
Thanks, Mike Hayden. Along play-by-play, I'm Jim Wharton, Mike Hayden. And Mike, you've watched the team practicing, and both teams, and just your first impressions.
Oh, I look at the foot speed of Mount Union. They're very quick overall. I mean, the total team speed is outstanding. They got a great kicker. Look forward to that, watching him. We saw him a little bit ago kick one from 55 yards out, a field goal. And he's got a big leg. They got a great team. They got good receivers. Marietta's going to find out where their program is right today.
You know, Mount Union, the Raiders have 3 All-Americans on offense and 3 All-Americans in defense, a deeply talented team, and we'll see them on display today. A perfect weather for football. Now, on the Marietta side of the equation, they play a tough early schedule. They've opened up against St. John Fisher, another good Division III program, and had success in the opener for 2 weeks ago. And Mike, just talk about what your impressions of they are.
Well, I thought that they functioned very well. I thought they were well coached. The St. John team, very well coached. It was an excellent football game, and it gave them an idea of where they are right now. But this is even going to push them further up the scale. You know, if they're going to win a conference championship, they're going to have to go through Mountain Union. There's no other way about it.
Exactly. And we'll be hearing from head coach Andy Waddle about today is coming up next on our pregame show.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a second month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
And welcome back to the pregame show. We're talking with the head coach of the Marietta College Pioneers, Coach Andy Waddle. We'll take a look back and then a look ahead at today's game. Just wanted to get your take on how you guys performed against Bishop Fisher.
Yeah, really felt like against St. John's Fisher we played a clean game, particularly offensively. We were just really efficient with the game and quarterback was able to convert third down, so I think he had a really high completion percentage. We didn't punt until we put the backups into the game. Scored on almost every drive, early in the game, and had on special teams. I thought we played well. We made some big plays. Defensively, we gave up a big touchdown pass and a couple other big plays, but I thought that we put together a pretty good outing.
I wanted to ask about a young man, Gabe Tingle, backup quarterback. How's he doing?
Yeah, Gabe had surgery last week, and he's going to be in a cast for 6 weeks and a walking boot for 12. But Gabe's spirits are high. Gabe's a tough kid, man, and really a guy that we were trying to figure out ways to get him more involved, just because we think that he added a different element to our offense than Connor did, and those two complemented each other. Really had a nice battle throughout camp, and we wanted to see him play. Unfortunately, he broke a bone in his leg, but his spirits are high, and he plans to be back next fall.
Moving ahead to today's opponent, Mount Union. They're the New York Yankee. I mean, they're a program which all other Division III programs are measured against, in terms of greatness. Talk about the challenges they present today.
I mean, Mount Union's very talented, and they have a rich tradition, and they have great coaches and great players, and so obviously it's a tall task, but it's not one that our guys aren't excited about. We get that opportunity today to go out and play against one of the best teams in the country. We think we have a good team. Obviously I know that they have a good team, so there's going to be some great challenges, but we expect our guys to go out there and down by down continue to fight regardless of what the play happened before and what the outcome may be. We can't guarantee that, but we can assure you that Marietta College is ready for the opportunity, and we're going to go fight.
It's kind of like a measuring stick game, against the program. You can see how far you guys have come, and if that mountaintop, the climb is a great distance, or you're getting closer to the mountaintop.
Yeah, I mean, we've played Mount Union tough in the past. We've also, had some games that ended up being blowouts in favor of them. We want to go out and we want to put together a great performance. We want to focus mostly on us. That's every game, right? And the outcome will be the outcome. We don't control 100% of what will be produced on the football field today. Mount Union has something to say about that. Same thing that St. John's Fisher had something to say about that. But with the things that are in our control, we want to be able to maximize those and give ourselves the best chance to win the game.
And what will you have to do well today in order to succeed?
Everything. I mean, no, listen, they're good, so they're not going to give you tons of things, right? So we have to prevent the big play. We have to limit our turnovers. We have to be able to run the ball. I mean, I think that, and play good on special teams, all things that are hallmarks of what every good football program wants to do. Doesn't mean that if we give up a big play that we feel like we can't win a game. Doesn't mean that if we struggle to run the ball early in the game that we're going to get away from it, or that we can't still win the game, or if something bad happens. But obviously those are things that we want to focus in on and really, like I think I said, focus in on the things that are inside of our control and win those battles.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Absolutely. Thanks, and go Pios.
Head coach Andy Waddle, the Marietta College Pioneers. We'll be back with more of the pregame show after this.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
And welcome back to Don Drumm Stadium for this afternoon's matchup between the Marietta College Pioneers and the University of Mount Union Purple Raiders. Marietta won the coin toss and deferred, and so Mount Union will start on offense. And what a powerful offense it is, Mike, as they've averaging 44 points a game last season, coming off of a 45-6 season opener. In the season opener, they had 245 passing yards, 327 rushing yards, so they can put
that's a balanced attack.
That's a balanced attack and a mammoth attack.
I just heard a statistic that'll blow your mind. They have scored in 535 consecutive games, the longest streak of any division in the country.
That is amazing. And when you talk about, they're titans of Division III football, not only that, I think they have a program which all programs are measured by.
Absolutely. And we talked to their radio guy before, and he mentioned that there's some kind of a pipeline evidently between Florida and Alliance, Ohio, because they've got a lot of Florida kids on that team.
And we watched the Pioneers take the field, and then talking with Coach Waddle this afternoon, he says his kids are excited for this opportunity. They know that they're among the elite and Division III football, and they know that they have to do that. They have to beat the titans of the game, and they'll have that opportunity this afternoon.
Mount Union has set the standard for years, and now Marietta, if they want to be champions of their conference, they're going to find out where they are in relationship to Mount Union.
And the Purple Raiders are on the far sidelines, and the Pioneers on the press box side. A beautiful afternoon for football. Temperatures in the, I would say, low 70s right now, and it's just almost a perfect autumn afternoon to play football.
The disappointing thing that you and I observed here, there's not that many fans in the stands on the Marietta side. As a matter of fact, Mountain Union probably has as many as what they have. That's disappointing because people, we say this every time, Jim, and we mean it. This is good football. Come out and watch them play, and I think the tickets only cost, what, $8? I saw that down there. And that's not, by any standards, a very high price to pay to see a quality football game. And another thing, too, they don't have all the TV commercials and everything that stops the game like they do in Division I. So their games here go rather quickly,
And it's really economical value, too.
Sure.
Getting ready to kick off for the Marietta College Pioneers is Matthew Gossett, a 6'5" freshman. And back to receive it is Darnell Williams and Malcolm Rogers. Ball is deep all the way back to the end zone. Darnell Rogers pulls it up, heading upfield, and he'll get knocked down just past the 20-yard line. Let's run down the offense for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. The quarterback is Braxton Plunk, an All-American athlete. Also, DeAndre Parker in the backfield, another All-American. The tight end is Chase Lawson. Wide receiver Wayne Ruby Jr., an All-American as well. We'll have more of each of these players. Another wide receiver, Trey Radford, Edwin Reed. The guys up front, the left tackle is Adam Cange. The left guard is Giovanni Kennedy. Mason Fortner is the center, and Jarrett Burris, that is on the line as well. Here we go, first play from scrimmage. Referee David Sheldon, whistle in for action, and we'll be ready to go.
You got a single set running back, Jim.
And the quarterback gives it off to the running back. And that's DeAndre Parker, and Parker gets pushed out of bounds shortly before the 24-yard line.
Jim, he turned a 5-yard loss into about a 5-yard gain because he stepped out of a tackle.
Parker's a 5'9", 165-pound grad student, third-team All-American a year ago. Rushed for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns in the opener against Defiance, and he averaged 11 yards a carry. Last season he gained nearly 1,300 yards rushing, and he led the OAC with a career-best 18 touchdowns. 2nd and 9 for the Purple Raiders. Once again, Parker, and he'll get tripped up and fall short of the 30-yard line. That'll bring up a third down situation for the Purple Raiders.
Jim, he hit that line of scrimmage really quick. I mentioned watching them in warm-ups. All of them look like they have great foot speed.
Out of the huddle, third down, and about 4 to go. Plunk looking to pass, throwing to the right sideline. He has a man open and is pulled in. The pass is caught by Wayne Ruby Jr., so that's one All-American to another All-American. First down, 1st and 10 from about the 41-yard line for Mount Union.
That was about as well as you can throw a pass, especially on an outcut like that. Great job.
Plunk is a 6', 180-pound senior. He hit on 25 of 31 passes for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns in the opener against Defiance. Last season, he earned All-American honors with 4,551 passing yards and 50 touchdown passes, all career best. He also ran for 6 more TDs. 1st and 10, Purple Raiders. Parker trying to find some running room up the middle, and he'll get knocked down after a gain of about 1.5 yards. So good play by the interior part of the Marietta defense. Let's run down the Marietta defense. The guys up front, Malik Melton, Isaiah McCartney, Chance Knight, and Jake Visnick. The linebackers are Brady Harley Hopkins, Chance Ryan, O.C. Nurse. As defensive back, Jalen Chiaro Gordon, and Xander Stroop, and Brad Panucci. 2nd and 8. Plunk throws it to his receiver.
Move.
A nice move by Junior, Wayne Ruby Jr., and he'll get the first down yardage at about the 29-yard line.
Their broadcaster told us to keep an eye on Ruby said he is really talented, and I can see that already, Jim.
He's 6'1", 190-pounder, another All-American on the team. Caught 6 passes for 71 yards in the opener. He led all D3 wide receivers in both receiving yards with 1,785 and receiving touchdowns with 30 last season, just one shy of the D3 record, and both totals set new school records. And he was OAC Player of the Year. He had 5 catches and 130 yards.
He's from Florida too. He's a part of that pipeline.
Against Marietta last season. From the eye or shotgun, hand off to Parker, and Parker just powers his way all the way down close to the 20-yard line, and that's close to first down yardage, just shy of the first down.
I like the way he hits the line of scrimmage because he goes full tilt. It looks like on the first step, he's full speed.
We're used to seeing no huddle offenses, but this is the old-fashioned way. They back in the huddle, discuss it, come up to the line.
I like it.
From the pistol formation, Plunk has 2 receivers top, 2 receivers bottom. He's going to the near side, intended for Ruby, but just out of his reach.
Just out in front of him.
So I'll bring up 3rd and short for the Purple Raiders. Pioneers trying to get a stop here, get the ball back for their offense, but very few teams have been able to stop Mount Union from getting into the end zone.
I think you said in your pregame that they were averaging, what, 44 points a game? Of course, they've only had 1 game, but they averaged that last year.
Shift to the right. It looks like they're going to run to the right, but it's Parker right up the middle. Parker all his way across the 10-yard line, close to the 5-yard line. And Mike, the front guys for Mount Union are really opening up the holes.
Well, the nice thing about him, though, Jim, is that he hits the line of scrimmage so quick you don't have to hold your blocks because he's going to be by. All you have to do is just get in the way of the defensive lineman, you know.
1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
And he's another one from Florida, Jim.
Plunk has 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Receiver in motion is Trey Bradford.
Oh, nice
the
call.
Pitch out there, and that is
very good.
The end zone, and it is a touchdown. 9 yards for the touchdown, and the Purple Raiders are on the board first.
Nice play action that time, and the receiver was wide open.
So Mount Union breaks the ice here at the 9:56 mark, and the Deaglin Cameron, a freshman kicker, is on for the extra point.
Got a leg.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is through, and with the 9:56 to go, the Purple Raiders on top by the score of 7-0. And Mike, great first impression here by the Purple Raiders.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because they have a history of winning. But like I said, I was watching them in pregame practice, watching the linemen, watching everybody on the team, and they have a lot of quickness, a lot of foot speed.
This game being streamed on Marietta.edu for the people out of town, and also being seen on the live stream, OAC live stream, and in Alliance, Ohio. So Purple Raider fans and Pioneer fans from all over the world are able to see this game this afternoon.
They didn't waste any time, did they?
Nope.
Very methodical down the field.
Deaglin Cameron will be kicking it off for the Purple Raiders. For Marietta, back to receive. Dawson Snyder, who had a great week last week. He was the OAC Player of the Week. He had a 97-yard, I should say 2 weeks ago in the opener against Alliance, a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Kick is away, and it is up short. And it
he's got a hole.
He does. Dawson Snyder down out to the 29-yard line.
Nice open field tackle that time by Tony Cook. Tony Cook is a freshman, Jim.
Run down to the Marietta offense. The guys up front, Braden Adams, Brad Shieldwater, that is, Seth Wallace, David Bush, Sam Thomas. The tight end is Dante Dacio. Wide receiver Dawson Snyder, Dre Baldwin, and Jay Melchiori. Running back Bryce Agnew, and the quarterback is Connor Vierstra. Vierstra slings one out to his receiver. Caught. Play there by Jay Melchiori, and he gets the first down yardage. One play and a first down.
He made a nice move there to pick up the first down.
And running down the defense for the Purple Raiders, the defensive end, Marcus Sayer, Duke Hill, Von Factor, Rossi Moore, Marcus Jackson. Mason McMillan is the linebacker, along with Ian Sexton. Defensive backs, John Rowland and Brandon Yassens, and the cornerback, Josh Jones and Anthony Parker. 1st and 10, and Agnew gets the handoff, and he'll pick up 2 yards there.
Agnew did a nice job. He was initially held up there, and he took a sidestep and picked up a couple of yards rather than losing yardage.
Agnew, 5'9", 215 pounds, from Cleveland, played for Berea Midland. He rushed for 93 yards and a touchdown in the opener, averaging nearly 5 yards a carry. Here we go, 2nd and 8. Man in motion. Vierstra hands it off to Agnew, and he spins his way across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. That'll bring up, we've got a injured player for the Pioneers, it looks like.
No,
blocked out by a referee. There's Mount Union.
Mount Union player.
But he's on his feet, and that was Josh Jones, a 6 foot, 170-pound senior from Twinsburg, Ohio. But he'll get off the field.
He went to high school at the Akron St. Mary, and a famous basketball player.
Oh, yes.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Whatever happened to him? Okay, Marietta facing its first 3rd down situation of this ball game, 3rd and 6. Connor Vierstra has Dawson Snyder in motion.
Oh, they're coming with everybody.
Vierstra struggles. He gets brought down. He is sacked. He's brought down by Von Factor, the 6-foot junior, 235-pound from Rumson, New Jersey. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Pioneers, and here comes the punt unit.
Nice defensive surge that time. They came very quick movement by everybody on that front line.
Aiden Bailey back to punt for Marietta. And for Mount Union, back to receive is Rayshawn Williams, a 5'8" senior from Clearwater, Florida. 170 pounds, is back at the 25. The punt is away, and he calls a fair catch, and the ball comes loose, but he lands on it. So nearly a giveaway there, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Union at the 25-yard line.
That was a nice punt, Jim, because that was really high in the air.
So the Mount Union offense on the field for the 2nd time this afternoon, and they're a powerful offense as they displayed on that first drive, a balance of great rushing and good passing. Braxton Plunk from the pistol, hands it off to his running back, and it's a DeAndre Parker, and he'll get strung out. The defense of Marietta strings him out, and they run him out of bounds for a little or no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice pursuit that time by the Marietta defense. They pursued real well and hard.
Marietta defense gave up 276 yards in the opener, and 83 rushing yards, 193 passing yards, and had 2 interceptions, Harley Hopkins and Eric Thurman. Now we've got 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Plunk. Slings one out,
intercepted.
tipped off. Marietta picks off the pass. The Pioneers get the first takeaway of the game. And a great play there by Jalen Quiero Gordon, a senior. And so Marietta gets the ball back, and will get an opportunity to cash in this turnover here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
The Mount Union quarterback, Jim, he looked at that receiver all the way, and the defender for Marietta stepped in front and picked it off. Nice job.
So last week they got 3 interceptions. This week they've started out with an interception, so a very opportunistic defense for the Pioneers. And then we'll see if Pioneer quarterback Connor Veerstra and his offense can cash it in. Hand off to Agnew, and Agnew was knocked down for a loss of about a yard. That was a shot. Now we've got a little shoving at the end of the play. But referee David Sheldon steps in and says, gentlemen, back to your respective huddles. And the players do just that. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Good surge that time up front.
Mount Union defense, Darryl Eli is the defensive coordinator. He's been on staff for 13 years. In the last 3, he's been charged of the defense. He was an All-American defensive back himself, and he captained the 2008 National Championship team for the Purple Raiders. 2nd and 11. Veerstra hands off to Agnew. Agnew has some running room, a push across the 30 to about the 28-yard line, so they'll bring up a long 3rd and long situation for the Pioneers.
Marcus Jackson, that time came from his linebacker position, did a good job of stopping the play.
Last week, the Purple Raiders held defiance in the opener, I should say, held defiance to 188 yards and 6 points. They had 10 sacks in that game and 2 interceptions. In 2022, a year ago, their opponents only averaged 10 points a game. Veerstra now. And he calls a timeout. He didn't like what he saw there, so the Pioneers will take that first timeout and talk it over. So timeout Marietta and timeout here at 5:20 in the first quarter. We'll take a break as well. Marietta trailing 7-0. Back after this.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has...
And we are back. First quarter action. Marietta College Pioneers face a 3rd and 8 as they trail in this ballgame 7-0. Their defense got an interception, and the Pioneers trying to cash it in and even up this score. Veerstra awaiting the snap. He has it. Hands it off to Agnew, looking for running room on the right side. They've got a few yards, but they'll be well short of the first down yardage, so that brings up 4th down. And Mike, are they in 4-down territory, or is it too long to kick a field goal here?
I'm not sure how good their kicker is. He's decent, but this would be probably about a 42, 43-yard field goal, so they're going to go for it.
It's a moot point as the offense is still out there. Connor Veerstra, the senior, trying to lead his team to a first down here. He's got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Rushes on. He throws a quick pass, incomplete, tight coverage, and we got a late flag from the sideline.
Good
and
call.
That looks to be a pass interference call. And see if we got the replay on that. And no replay, but trust us, the officials are never wrong. David Sheldon says it's...
Well, the defender went through the back of the receiver, so they're going to call that every time.
The David Sheldon, the official referee, talking with the official that threw the flag.
What?
Oh, they
picked it up?
Picked up the flag, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Union.
Wow.
A no call here.
That's a surprise. We saw it last night, didn't we? We saw a lot of flags picked up.
Yeah, in the Parkersburg High, Parkersburg South game.
Yeah.
That was a wild game. Mount Union is coached by Jeff Dart. He's a Mount Union alum, beginning his 4th season as head coach. He has a 33-32 overall record. Last season, he led the Raiders to their 31st undefeated season. And they're looking to catch it in deep, and they do.
Ruby.
And that's Ruby all his way. 73 yards for the touchdown, and just like that, Mike.
Yes.
Pioneers find themselves in a 13-0 hole.
You see why he's an All-American? He got himself open, and then the quarterback just laid it out to him.
All-American quarterback, All-American receiver, as that connection goes from Braxton Plunk to Wayne Ruby Jr., 73 yards for the touchdown at the 4:22 mark. Now we've got a referee's call. I don't know if there's a late flag there. I don't see the flag.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it either. Looks like they're holding a clinic. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you usually don't see anything like that.
Had an unsportsmanlike conduct on the coach on the bench.
As a head coach, Mike, if you had an assistant coach, how would you address that?
Go ballistic.
So on for the extra point is Declan Cameron, the freshman.
I would say, Jim, this is speculation. He was probably chirping about the picking up of the flag. I'll guarantee that's what it was, because there wasn't anything else that he should have been saying anything about.
Good snap. And the kick is up and through at the 4:22 mark of this first quarter. It's Mount Union 14 and Marietta College nothing.
Quick strike.
Quick strike indeed. But that's what Mount Union does. They put a team in a hole and keep them down and don't let them back in normally.
You know, I'm being redundant, Jim, but I'm going back to watching them in warm-ups and the foot speed of not only the backs and receivers, but also the linemen. And there's no substitute for quickness and speed.
Pioneers back to receive the punt.
Here's an interesting situation, Jim, because they're going to penalize them 15 yards, and that's going to put them in right on the 50-yard line. And this kicker can easily kick it in the end zone from his own 35. This would be a good place for a squib kick, you know.
Make the Pioneers field it.
Kick it right down the middle, right between all those backs.
Back for Marietta is Dawson Snyder. Had a fairly good return on the first kickoff he received.
The referee had to get back there, Jim, and I think he was explaining to Coach Waddle probably about that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Cameron kicks it off, just a little
fair catch.
And he fair catches it about the 17-yard line.
That was a good move.
So that's where the Pioneers will have 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
I'm not familiar with the college rules as much as I am the high school rules, but I know this, that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the assistant coach also automatically goes to the head coach, and if you get 2, you're out of the game.
Pioneers coached by Andy Waddle in his 11th season, overall record of 40-56. He's the former OAC Coach of the Year. He's a Wittenberg alumni, spent 8 seasons on the Tigers staff before coming to Marietta, and his best record in Marietta was 2018 with a 7-3 record. Vierstra fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. Scrambles to his right, trying to break away, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. And it'll be second and about 8-yard line, second and 8.
Good pursuit that time by Mount Union's Caleb Brown. 6'1", 200-pound sophomore from La Plata, Maryland.
Pioneers have 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Viersta swings it out to Agnew. Agnew looking for a block, and he'll cross the 30 to about the 32-yard line. That'll bring up another third down situation, about 3rd and 4.
Once again, the pursuit caught up to the running back. It looked like he was going to pick up a lot more yardage.
Pioneers scored 31 points in the season opener a couple of weeks ago, 360 yards on offense and no turnovers. Averaged just under 27 points a game last season. From the shotgun, Agnew alongside of Vierstra. Man in motion. Vierstra hits his receiver. He'll be short of the first down, though. They're so quick.
They very quick to the ball. In other words, Marietta ran a shallow cut right across behind the linebackers, and they only picked up a couple of yards.
Josh Jones on the tackle there, the cornerback, a 6 foot, 170-pound senior. So that'll bring up 4th and about 3, and Pioneers punted away. Aiden Bailey
coming after it.
Rayshawn Williams is back, and he catches about the 32, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and he'll run out of bounds.
Late
hit, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty right there. He got nailed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
I mean, he was hit way out of bounds.
That's an easy call for the officials.
Very easy.
That's a second major penalty against Marietta in this first quarter. As the Purple Raiders come on the field so far in this game, quarterback Braxton Plunk is 4 for 6, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 73-yard strike. DeAndre Parker has 29 yards on 5 carries already. Now the ball is loose and the Pioneers scoop it.
Oh, nice
job.
They'll
be brought down at the 45-yard line. And the second takeaway of this ball game, as Marietta College comes through with the takeaway, they come up with the easy fumble recovery. And
that was Brady McManaway, a sophomore from Plant City, Ohio, Meadowbrook High School.
He was a leading tackler in the opener with 5 and an impact player in his first season for the Pioneers. Second on team tackles last year with 64, including 33 solos. He had 3.5 sacks, and he was a freshman of the year.
Marietta needs to take advantage of this and get on the board, Jim.
And from the 46-yard line, it's first down, Pioneers.
Coming up, just 2:07 left in this ball game. Got Vierstra in the shotgun with Agnew right behind him. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Fakes the handoff, play auction. He's throwing deep. Going for Baldwin, but it's tipped and incomplete, that is. He had 2 defenders on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he threw it into coverage. There was a defender in front of him and a defender behind him.
Yeah, Baldwin and Vierstra worked so well in the opener a couple of weeks ago. Both are seniors, and they hook up very well over their career. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Of course, Mike, you're down 2 scores, you get a turnover, and you want to take a shot. And another penalty is killing the Pioneers.
Yeah, a holding penalty. And what do we always say? Offensive penalties kill.
So that'll move them back to the other side of the 50, the 45-yard line. That'll be 1st and 20.
After the penalty, it's 1st and 20.
Agnew crossing the 50, and he'll take a shot.
Oh, I tell you what, and it's a good thing for Mount Union that 17 was there, because if he doesn't make the tackle, he's going to pick up big yards. That was Mason McMillan. There was nobody else downfield in front of that ball carrier. Great job by Mason McMillan.
So he picked up 8 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. Connor Veerstra looking to pass, throws it over the middle, and he finds his man Dawson Snyder, and Dawson Snyder, not much running room there. That'll be a loss, I believe, or about no gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and long. And they do have a lot of team speed on the defense for Purple Raiders.
What, they do pursue well. You know, you can see it also. Marietta does a lot of reach blocking on the offensive line, and what they do is they just go right across the face of those offensive linemen and get in the running lanes.
Let's see if the Raiders bring the heat. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Veerstra being chased out of the pocket, and he'll come up short as he tries to find his relief valve receiver, and that was incomplete. He was intending to hit Dante Dacio.
Well, what happened was, Jim, on that play, number 5 for Mount Union got in the face of the quarterback and altered his passing route.
So they will punt the ball away again here. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Aiden Bailey set to punt.
Aiden Bailey back to punt.
Rayshawn Williams.
And back to receive.
Oh, nice punt.
And a fair catch by Rayshawn Williams at about the 10-yard line. And that will be where they will take the ball over here. 1st and 10 for the Purple Raiders.
That was a very nice punt, and they switched the field there, and they're going to make Mount Union out drive 90 yards.
But they have the ability to do it, as they have shown.
Oh, my. Every facet of the game, they show tremendous quickness.
1st and 10, Mount Union at their own 10-yard line.
What's the old expression,
Pioneers.
Jim? Speed kills.
Yes. Pioneers at the 4-3 defense. The handoff.
Oh, good charge that time.
Running back this time. Pioneers interior part of the line stack up DeAndre Parker for little or no gain.
He lost 2 yards.
Malik Melton with the initial hit.
Under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Mount Union with a 2-score lead and deep in their own territory.
I think they'll probably stay in the huddle, Jim, and go ahead and run this clock down and start to say, nope, I'm wrong. They come up to the line of scrimmage. I'm surprised.
Under 10 seconds to play now. There's 12 on the play clock. Plunk gets the play off. He'll sling it out to the near sideline, and it'll be incomplete.
Good
He was
coverage
going
that
for
time.
Ruby, but nothing there. And that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of one, it's Mount Union Purple Raiders 14, Marietta College Pioneers nothing. We'll be back with more after this.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
And welcome back to Don Drumm Stadium. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy of Parkersburg on CAS Cable Channel 45. Third down for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Purple Raiders have a 52-8 record against the Pioneers, including a 43-game winning streak. Plunk going deep down the far sideline, incomplete. Ruby was double covered on that one, and no surprise that he's double covered. In the first quarter, he caught 3 passes for 114 yards and a touchdown.
And they had him sandwiched in that time, Jim. As a matter of fact, they forced him out of bounds. So even if he comes back in, he has to reestablish position before he can even touch the ball.
And this will be the first punt of the game for Mount Union.
Marietta should get good field position out of this.
Mike Franklin back in the end zone to punt the ball away, and he gets it away.
Oh, he ran into him.
Oh, running into the kicker.
Well, that won't give him a first down, though.
And let's see.
I think he's going to call running into him, not roughing him. If it's roughing, it's going to be a first down.
We'll have to wait until we get the word from David Sheldon. He's confirmed with another
well, I'll
official.
tell you why he is, Jim. There's another flag at about the 34-yard line on the sideline.
And those 2 flags could nullify each other, and they would do it again. Unless, of course, the 2 flags were on Marietta.
Well, the question on this is going to be post-possession, you know.
Right. Could ultimately be the coach Jeff Dart's decision what he wants to do. He's the head coach of Mount Union. But one's a personal foul, the one official said. Personal foul against Marietta.
That could give them a first down.
Both by the return team. Running into the kicker, number 32. That penalty is declined. During the kick, personal foul, face mask, number 13. That penalty will be 15 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Marietta.
Yep.
So Marietta keeps possession of the ball, but what was going to be great field position has been diminished a little bit.
But there's still the good thing for Marietta is that they get the ball.
And the umpire is walking it off, and he's back across the 50-yard line.
See, they had a chance to flip the field.
Yep, and all the way back to the 38-yard line. So that was a costly penalty for the Pioneers, makes a longer field.
And they've had a tough time moving against this defense.
First down, Pioneers.
Pioneers 1st and 10. Vierstra has a man in motion. He inside handoff to Agnew. Agnew has good running room, picks up about 7 or 8 yards before he's tripped up and brought down at the 45-yard line. So give him about 7 yards on that. It'll be 2nd and 3. Marietta now in the hurry up.
2nd and 3.
Vierstra slings it out
to
his
nice play.
Receiver on the outside, but it was covered totally there. So little or no gain on that play. Dawson
That was Mason McMillan made a nice play on that.
Dawson Snyder was a receiver. That'll be a loss, and it'll bring him back to the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 8. Bierster now having a long conversion attempt here on 3rd down.
Look at the
and
pressure
he's
up
taking on the
front.
heat, and he'll be sacked under, swarmed under at about the 35-yard line.
That front four is so quick. They got by the offensive lineman before they could react to it.
Rossi Moore in on the tackle. He's 6'2", 205-pound junior All-American. He had 2 sacks against Defiance in week 1, picks up another one there. He led the Raiders with 10.5 sacks a year ago, 2nd in tackles for a loss with 19.5 tackles for a loss. And the leading tackler with 98, second leading tackler with 98. The Pioneers have to punt the ball away. A nice high punt, and they will call fair catch. He dips back all the way back to about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers there.
We have a flag.
Another flag on the play.
This could be an illegal block in the back.
Pioneers have been plagued by penalties in this ball game.
This one, I think, is on Mount Union.
During the kick, holding, return
Yep,
team,
holding against them.
10 yards from the end of the kick. 4th down.
So they'll take, where the ball is right now, they'll take 15 yards back. Actually, it'll be half the distance because
They'll
they're
walk it
inside
back
the
to
30.
about the 10-yard line. Purple Raiders take the field.
At their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Mount Union.
Braxton Plunk has 3 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Plunk over the middle. He hits his receiver. That's Chase
Short
Lawson,
gain.
the senior for short gain. He's from Plant City, Florida, 6'3", 220 pounds.
He just went down about 4 yards and curled.
Harley Hopkins on the tackle there. 2nd and 7 here. Out of the huddle with 2 receivers on the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Plunk to the sidelines. He hits his receiver, and he'll step out of bounds just shy of the 1st down marker.
That was Ruby once again. He did a quick square out.
And it is 3rd down.
Pioneers see if they can get a stop here. They got a stop last time on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Plunk, he'll hand it off, and when you got a running back like that, DeAndre Parker, and he bowls it across, so he'll be good by 2 yards past the 1st down marker, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Like I said early in the 1st quarter, he hits the line of scrimmage so quick that your linemen do not have to hold the blocks, and he's by before the defense can react.
Mason Fortner, the center, brings the team up to the line. Plunk, play action. Pump fakes, and he throws it, and it'll be incomplete. It's a good thing. There are 3 Pioneers were in the area for that one, Mike.
He got hit in the middle of the back about the time he threw the ball. That's the reason it was short. You know, Jim,
he got burped.
You know what might have happened, though? They had 3 defenders in the area. That could have been intercepted.
Yeah. Just dumps it in no man's land. So under 11 minutes to go here. 2nd and 10. And the handoff goes, and not much running room there. Gonna be Braxton Plunk. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Chance Ryan. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Come on, defense. Let him hear you.
So the Pioneers had defensively here looking to make a stop.
Well, you know they're going to throw the ball.
Pioneers have Plunk. Oh, he dumps it out to his receiver, and he picks up that 1st down yardage, I believe, by a couple of yards.
We had a couple of missed tackles there, Jim, or he would not have made that 1st down.
Oh my. Good pickup.
That's a good call.
Yeah, it was Tyler Echeverry with the reception there, and he picks up the 1st down. Echeverry backs up Parker. He's a 5'10" junior out of Naples, Florida. Plunk to the near side, Ruby.
Oh, he goes down.
Trips up at about pick up maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards. And it's a good thing is that they hadn't tripped him up. He had a lot of space down the near sideline.
Well, that was Drew Baldwin for Marietta from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that made a nice stop there. If he doesn't knock him down, he's going to pick up big yardage.
Plunk throws it. Oh, hits his receiver, Ruby, to the 38-yard line. That'll be the completion and moving the chains. Those guys, that combination is almost unstoppable, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you, the defender at first was right in his hip pocket, but he just kept on running by him. Nice, that ball was laid perfectly out there. Nice throw.
Braxton Ruby with that catch.
Broke the record.
Broke the school record of over 4,000. Echeverry on the handoff, the backup running back, picks his way all the way to the 20-yard line, about a 15-yard pickup by that young man.
Nice run.
Tackle was made by Sanders Drew. Down to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, Mount Union.
So the Purple Raiders with a 2-score lead and looking to add to that right here in the 2nd quarter. Plunk with Echeverria behind him. Hands it off to Echeverria.
Oh, good.
Not much running room there as 2 defenders wrap him up and bring him down.
That tackle that time was made by number 10, Harley Hopkins from Zanesville.
Harley Hopkins had a big week last week, for the, or 2 weeks ago for the Pioneers in the opener. Two receivers at the top of the screen for Plunk. And he throws on the slant pass over the middle, hits the receiver. That's Chase Lawson, and Lawson will bring it to 1st down yardage. So it'll be 1st and goal for Purple Raiders at about the 8-yard line.
Lawson went down about 8 yards and curled, and he just put the ball right in his chest.
Down to the 7-yard line.
6.5 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Mount Union, everything is advertised, both offensively and defensively here in the first half.
They're a machine.
Braxton Plunk with the snap, and he'll hand it off to DeAndre Parker. Parker gets a couple of yards before he gets bowled down by the interior part of that line, just shy of the 6-yard line, so it'd be 2nd and goal.
He's met by Malik Melton and a host of Pioneers.
I'll call it the 7-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 7.
At the 7.
Two touchdown passes already for Plunk. He's got 2 receivers to the left. He's got Parker alongside of him.
Looking for Ruby.
Plunk
looking for
throws
Ruby.
it
Oh,
over
nice.
the middle, and that is
Ruby.
caught. That is touchdown. And oh my, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yep.
Wayne Ruby Jr., the 6'1", 190-pounder from Pembroke Pines, Florida.
The slot receiver went to the outside, and Ruby went to the inside and was wide open.
A record-setting day for that young man.
That's quite an accomplishment at a school like Mount Union to set a receiving record with all the great athletes they've had.
The kick is up by Cameron Deaklin, and it is good.
Kick is good.
And 5:28 to go is Mount Union Purple Raiders on top by the score, 21-0. We'll be back with more of Marietta College football after this.
Marietta volleyball team opens their home schedule on Tuesday, that's September 19th, when they host Denison.
Wow. Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Hodges, Dawson Snyder will return.
And we're back. Marietta College football taking on the number 2 ranked team in the nation, Mount Union. Mount Union has scored its 3rd touchdown of the first half. Declan Cameron booting the ball away. And it is pulled in there by Marietta at the 5-yard line. And submarine there. That was Dawson Snyder getting upended there at the 15-yard line. We've got a player hurt, a Pioneer player hurt about the 12-yard line, and that young man is walking off the field, and he's with a little bit of a limp. That's Blade Barclay, a sophomore, on the kickoff return team. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
From the middle of the field.
Connor Vierstra hanging off to Agnew. Agnew has 4 Purple Raider defenders meeting him and greeting him rudely at about the 15-yard line.
Vistra, that time the snap was a little high, and he actually bobbled the ball in the beginning. Did not get a good handle on it. And I think that had something to do with the fact that the play didn't go anywhere.
He goes, that's soft. He goes, you can't do that. Like, he was getting closer at him every time. Luckily, Feltrop, I think, just kind of.
So the Pioneers looking towards the sideline for the play. They're out of the huddle and up to the line. 2nd and 10. Trying to find some sort of flow here on offense. It's been tough. Agnew gets swarmed under by the team speed. That'll be a loss of a couple of yards, bringing up 3rd and long.
Jim, that time 0, Duke Hill got through there untouched and really messed up that play action.
He's
They substitute pretty freely on defense, keeping fresh legs in there.
I mean, he shot through there.
Third and 15.
He's not very tall. He's 5'9", but he's 275 pounds, and he can move.
So 3rd and 15.
Look at him. There he is.
Beerstra is into the end zone. That could be a safety. They're going to give him forward progress. Let's see what the referee says. He still hasn't called anything. The Raiders think they got it. But
he's calling it about the half-yard line.
Half-yard line, so that'll bring up 4th down. And the punter for Marietta, Aiden Bailey, will be back at the end line.
Jim, again, Duke Hill, the gentleman that I just talked about, 0, got through there untouched. He you know, he's short, 275, but he is quick.
He was an All-American defensive player. He had 4 tackles for a loss in week 1 and 1.5 sacks. Good punt away, pushes the receiver all the way back, Rayshon, all the way back across the 50, and he'll get tackled there just shy of the 50-yard line. As Rayshon Williams on the return. Great boot there by Bailey for the Pioneers. Just a sophomore.
That's a heck of a good punt because he's almost standing on the end line.
At the 50. First and 10, Mount Union.
So the Purple Raiders looking to add to their lead here. Plunk just dumps it off the middle of Parker. Parker stiff arms away from the defender, and he's across, I believe, 1st down yardage. See if they mark him out.
He's about 2 to 3 yards short.
He must have, when he stiffed arm, he must have stepped out of bounds. So good pickup on 1st down. That'll bring up about second and 7. Or 2nd and 3, I should say. Ball's at the 43-yard line. Plunk fakes the handoff and he slings it outside.
Oh, nice move by 14.
A good pickup there. And that's Rayshon Williams, the senior.
Nice move to avoid the tackle.
That'll move the chains once again. And on the depth chart, he's listed 2nd on the depth chart. And I imagine a lot of the number 2s on the Mount Union roster could probably be starting for a lot of OAC teams or a lot of college teams in Division III football. Raiders have 2 receivers up top. For Plunk, Plunk looking to pass.
There's a wide open.
Another just short pass, and great stop there by the Pioneer defender.
That was Brady McManaway, a 6 foot, 109-pound sophomore from Meadowbrook High School. He took a shot, Jim.
He did. McManaway had 5 tackles last week, and he's quickly approaching that this week. Plunk looking to pass. He throws to the near sideline to who else but Wayne Ruby Jr.
Quick out. He just adds to that record that he has of receiving.
He's getting knocked out of bounds about the 19-yard line, and that moves the chains.
Can you imagine, Jim? He's already set the school record for receiving yardage, and he's got a lot of games left. That record is going to be up there.
He's got a lot of regular season games left, and you know, with the Purple Raiders, a lot of postseason games left as well.
Absolutely.
In the D3 playoffs. They were the runner-ups last year. 13 national championships and 9 runner-up finishes in the Division III championship, the Amos Alanson Stag Bog. Plunk just too tall for his receiver, so it'll be incomplete.
You know, I want to mention number 9, Braxton Plunk. You know what? The receiver's catching all these passes, but he has a very quick release on the ball, and he's very accurate.
Matter of fact, last season against Marietta, Plunk passed for 496 yards and 6 touchdowns against the Pioneers.
You know, Jim, he's not very big. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's from Plant City, Florida.
Former spring training home of the Cincinnati Reds. Fun baseball fact I'd like to interject into the broadcast every
You're
now
just
and
full
then.
of knowledge, aren't you?
And it's also the strawberry capital of the United States.
Oh, I
Plant
didn't
City
know that.
is, yeah. Oh, the Pioneer defense comes through with the sack, swarming under the
That's
quarterback.
Chance Ryan.
And a great play there by Chance Ryan, a 5'10" junior. So that is a big loss, and that's something that the Pioneers defense needed to give them a little lift. We've got a timeout here, just under a minute to go here in the first half, 57 seconds. They'll talk it over.
Mount Union called that timeout, and that's good because they're going to try to stick another score in here before the half.
3rd and 16, though, they face. Obviously in 2-down territory, so they don't have to pick it up all on 3rd down. Running down some scores in the OAC. One of the premier division in Division III football.
And it is 3rd.
John Carroll and Baldwin Wallace's scores. Scoreless. 3rd down here now. Braxton Plunk, see if he can come up with some 3rd down magic. 3rd and 16. Braxton steps out of trouble and he throws it to the near sidelines,
nice
and he
catch.
hits his receiver. The ball comes through. The ball.
Touchdown.
They call it a touchdown.
Yeah, he broke the plane and then the ball came out.
You'll see the replay here. If we've got the replay.
Ruled a touchdown.
And that makes it 27-0 pending the extra point. So a big conversion on 3rd down. Another touchdown pass.
Who was the receiver? I missed that.
That was Radford.
Radford?
Yep.
Nice.
Trey Radford, the senior, 6'3", 190 pounds.
What a catch, Jim, because he had a couple of defenders on him. Nice throw also.
The extra point is up and good. So 47 seconds to go, and the Purple Raiders are on top, 28-0.
Seconds until halftime. The score: Mount Union 28, Marietta 0.
Tell you, boy, I'm more impressed with them than I thought I would be. They're a heck of a machine.
Pioneers are back home here at Drumm Stadium.
Very well coached, very well disciplined.
Kickoff at 1:30 p.m.
But you know the thing that we pointed out in the beginning, Jim, is their team speed and quickness is outstanding.
It is. It's hard to. You can coach fundamentals, but it's hard to beat speed.
Oh my.
So the Pioneers have got 47 seconds to see if they can make something happen. And of course, they've got a kick returner who's been known to make something happen. And let's see if we can get some magic here by Dawson Snyder. Cameron getting ready to kick the ball away. He kicks it deep, and it'll be Snyder pulling it in about the 2-yard line, running upfield, running towards the near sidelines, and he'll get gang tackled and pushed out of bounds. We'll see what the forward progress is.
Dawson Snyder with the return.
It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line.
Coverage was excellent on that kick.
It was indeed. So 40 seconds to go. Connor Vierstra leads the offense back out on the field.
1st down, Pioneers.
Vierstra has Agnew behind him in the backfield, and he will hand it off to Agnew, and he'll be brought down for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. And I think with 30 seconds to go on the clock, that the Pioneers might just let this one go.
Yeah, they should. Try to get into the locker room and regroup.
Clock ticking now down to 10 seconds. Pioneers showing no inclination to run another play. So that should do it for the first half here. And as we wind down to zeros, at the half, it's Mount Union Purple Raiders, ranked number 2 in the country, on top of Marietta College Pioneers, 28-0. We'll be back with more of the halftime activities after this.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a second month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we're always looking for ways to serve our community, and we're happy to announce that we've opened our new location in Williamstown. Stop in and see the difference a locally owned pharmacy can make. We'll see you soon at Cox Family Pharmacy in Williamstown. We're trusted.
Carl's Pawn Shop is the first in the area to have the newest technology for evaluating precious metals. Yes, we're forging ahead of the pawn industry with state-of-the-art equipment which measures actual content in precious metals. When looking at jewelry or coins, we can tell you exactly what metals are in the items and its worth. Carl's has been a trusted source for buying and selling items and making loans for over 25 years. Stop in and see us at 3410 Emerson Avenue or 515 Division Street in Parkersburg.
Carl's Pawn Shop.
Back, please. And welcome back to the halftime show presented by Sir Speedy of Parkersburg. At the half, Mount Union Purple Raiders on top of the Marietta College Pioneers, 28-0. Joining us now at halftime, special guest, Coach Larry Heiser, the athletic director of the Marietta College Pioneers. And Larry, looking at this game, the Purple Raiders are for real.
They're a very good football team, Jim. We knew they would be. I don't think we anticipated their speed. They're really a fast football team and not letting us get out of our own tracks here.
Let's talk about, we're in the fall season, fall sports for Marietta College. How many fall sports do the Pioneers field?
Well, we've got 2 soccer teams going, 2 distance teams running, a volleyball team and a football team. So we're busy every weekend.
A lot of student athletes. Can you talk about the value of athletics in the educational process of the student athlete?
We talk about, Jim, that it's something extra that you're going to do, and you're going to pursue excellence in your athletic field as much as you are in the classroom. And by the time you're done, you've basically had 2 full-time jobs while you're in college, right? Being a great student and being a great athlete. and that's not for everybody, and that's not easy. But I think it's a difference maker when they become young adults.
Focusing on the Pioneer football program, a lot of growth in the 11 years since Andy Waddle's been here.
Andy's really made us play football. You know, we tackle well, we scheme well, we're committed to it. We have a great locker room, great culture. Guys like being a part of it. So it's just, you know, football is the kind of game that it's a lot more fun to win than it is to lose, and it has so many impacts that ripple out from having a good football team, and I think Coach Waddle's done a great job with that.
I want to touch upon the athletic facilities and just how far the school has come in terms of what they've done with Drumm Stadium and with the soccer fields and of course the baseball. But just to talk about the commitment the school has made to facilities.
It's you know, obviously a commitment from alumni. It's a commitment from parents, but it's also a commitment from the administration to value the athletics and to, you know, a lot of times safety is a big concern. You know, when we had the green turf here, we had the big flood in 2004, and it started to reach a GMAX phase that wasn't safe to play on, you know. So then, you know, we decided that it was worth creating a safe atmosphere out there for the players, and then we dressed it up a little bit too, right? We put the gray turf in and tried to make it a little distinctive. So we're lucky that we have that kind of support from the various groups, and then I think it helps us get good players here.
You're in charge of the athletic program, and it's been a growing program. To talk about the growth you expect to see in the coming years for Marietta College athletics.
Well, I really am excited about women's basketball. I'm excited about volleyball. I'm excited about our new women's soccer coach. You know, so we've had always sort of what you might consider the Titans at Marietta, where baseball's always been really good. John Vanderwall's done a heck of a job with basketball, and our rowing program has always
been a national power.
Turned heads nationally. So, you know, we had a Sweet 16 basketball team last year that was awesome. We had a hosting regional softball team last year that was awesome. So it's great to have excellence that's kind of conglomerated at the top, right? Everybody's pretty good, which is pretty exciting to see.
Thanks, Larry Heiser, the athletic director of Marietta College, joining us here at the halftime show. At the half, it's Marietta trailing 28-0. We'll be back with more of the halftime show after this.
Honest Fred's Flooring is
Thanks,
your
Larry.
one-stop
Appreciate it.
premier flooring destination. Whether residential or commercial, you can count on us for first-rate customer service and a vast selection of flooring options. You're invited to sit down with our flooring experts to discuss your project, and our warehouse is full of flooring ready for installation. Plus, take advantage of 0% financing. Schedule your free estimate today at honestfreds.com or give us a call. The flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Honest Fred's Flooring, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer.
The Corner Cafe in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors, has you covered for every meal of the day. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. You can enjoy our full menu whenever you want. Burger for breakfast, omelet for dinner. You can have it at the Corner Cafe. Enjoy our dinner specials like meatloaf, baked steak, and open-face roast beef sandwiches. Top off your meal with homemade desserts, including our wide selection of pies. We hope to see you soon at the Corner Cafe, 3rd and Ann Streets in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors.
Hey, it's Eric here at Lemon Bears Power Sports, West Virginia's #1 Mahindra rock sword dealer, and there's never been a better time to buy a new rock sword than right now.
We currently have multiple models in stock, plus accessories to fit all your wants and needs.
The 2.5-liter turbo diesel, 5-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, the toughest side-by-side on the market.
Don't forget about the all-weather package with full cab, heating, and air conditioning.
Stop in today and grab your new Mahindra rock sword.
You don't have to go back to the dealer or travel hours to get professional maintenance and repair for your foreign auto. Cornerstone Auto Service is fully equipped with dealer-level equipment and the expertise to provide you with the same quality repairs you receive from the dealer at a fraction of the cost. From expert diagnostics to routine maintenance, Cornerstone provides honest answers and quality service. Professional, reliable, affordable. That's the team at Cornerstone Auto Service, Camden Avenue, Parkersburg.
All our dogs agree Crazy Bone Pet Spa is the place to be. Our boarding is leading the pack with clean, spacious suites and plenty of fun and playtime to go around. Doggy daycare is a blast too. All-day fun with their friends is just what they need. Plus, they get to enjoy Crazy Bone's indoor play zone and turf outdoor play area, which means fun in the sun and no muddy paws if it's a rainy day. Don't forget to spoil them with treats, toys, and bling in our fully stocked lobby, or maybe a day of beauty in our award-winning grooming salon. Crazy Bone Pet Spa, the fun place for your pet.
Join us today for our fall open house sale at Crown Decor and Gifts and save store-wide with many special sales and discounts. The feels and scents of fall are beginning to fill the air, and Crown Decor and Gifts is ready to welcome you. Crown is packed wall-to-wall and floor-to-ceiling with some of the area's largest varieties of fall and Halloween home decor, fall floral stems, specialty foods like apple butter and cobbler mixes, our fall Cheryl's cookie flavors, outdoor metal garden art for fall and Halloween, and so much more. Our confectionery has also welcomed the season with your favorite fall fudge flavors. We even hand-dipped Granny Smith apples with fudge, and Hershey's hand-dipped ice creams are available every day. There's a reason why thousands and thousands of customers visit us every month. So come back and see us at your happy place at Crown Decor and Gifts during our fall open house sale going on today. We hope to see you soon.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
What Exit does for you.
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 What Exit does for you, our sellers, is offer you a top-notch marketing package, your own commercial, 3D virtual tour, and website, just to name a few. You don't need to look any further to get your property sold.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We do appreciate it. Don't forget we have 2 offices, one at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
These sweet unicorns are all about the symbol of beauty and magic. Let Mark Armstrong's goals show why we were voted the #1 jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Whether you're looking for that special diamond or any other unique piece of jewelry, show your loved one the best is yet to come with a memory that will last a lifetime. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
Okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's hear from production.
We are made fresh every day, ready to go. We've got glazed, filled, sprinkled, dipped, you name it.
Amazing. And there's more than just donuts, right?
You're on mute.
Oops, sorry. There are pastries and brownies, cookies and muffins, cakes and more.
The pepperoni rolls and breads are fantastic.
Sounds great, everyone. Anything else to add?
Grrr, I'm a bear claw.
You sure are, buddy.
And welcome back to halftime here at Marietta College. Football presented by Sir Speedy of Parkersburg on CAS 45. At the half, it is the Purple Raiders of Mount Union on top of Marietta, 28-0. The Purple Raiders, 33 OAC football championships to their credit, and always a national contender. And they're everything is advertised, Mike.
Absolutely, and then some. You know, what an outstanding ball club. Let's take a look at our stats at the halftime here. The score's 28-0 Mount Union. First downs look like this. Mount Union has 12 to Marietta's 1. Rushing yards, neither team is setting the world on fire rushing the football. Mount Union has rushed 14 times for 40 yards. Marietta 14 times for minus 3 yards. And the passing yardage, the net yardage for Mount Union is 246 yards. They have completed 16 of 22 passes with 1 interception. Marietta has 14 net yards passing, 5 of 7, no interceptions. Total offensive plays and yards, Mount Union 36 plays for 286 yards, Marietta 21 plays for 11 yards. And, one of the things that I talked to one of the broadcasters from Mount Union about the team and how well balanced they are, there's one area that I said to him that I think they need some improvement on. It's amazing. They're up 28-0, but down the road, taking a look into the playoffs, they're going to need to develop a running game, and they have to have a more balanced attack. Their passing game is really pretty good, but when you take a look at the fact that they have rushed 14 times for only 40 yards, that's not going to cut it. They're going to need to take the pressure off their quarterback as far as that is concerned.
Mike, is for Marietta, they get the ball first to start the second quarter. They're down, or second half, they're down 4 touchdowns. What is Coach Andy Waddle telling his kids about how they can get back into this game and what they have to do to get back in the game?
Eliminate their mistakes, eliminate penalties, and also just keep playing hard. Yeah. That's what he wants to see. He'd be very disappointed as a coach if the second half they come out here and they lay down and don't play hard. But I don't think that's going to happen, Go ahead.
It's interesting. Marietta actually has more takeaways than Mount Union, but they just haven't been able to convert them.
Well, their broadcaster told me also when I was talking to him a little bit ago, those 2 takeaways, that's unusual. Said he can't remember the last time that's occurred in the first half, Now let's take a look at some of the individual performances. Mountain Union, first of all, DeAndre Parker has 8 rushes for 30 yards. Ty Echeverry has 5 for 19 yards. Marietta, Bryce Agnew, 10 carries for 21 yards. Connor Viestra, 4 for 2. Passing, Braxton Plunk, as we mentioned earlier, 16 of 22 with 1 interception, 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. Connor Viestra is 5 of 7 for only 14 yards. And receiving, Wayne Ruby, who is now the leading receiver in the history of Mount Union, which is saying a heck of a lot. And he's got umpteen games left this year to even make that record further. And he has 8 receptions for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. His longest reception was 73 yards. And then on the Marietta side, you have Dawson Snyder has 2 receptions for -4 yards. And Jay Melichiori 1 for 12 yards. There's not a whole lot you can say about the Marietta offense because they haven't done a great deal. Yeah. Taking a look at the scoring, it's 28-0 here at half. The first score came with 9:56 remaining in the first period. Mount Union's Chase Lawson had a 9-yard pass from Braxton Plunk. They went up 7-0. And then they scored again with 4:22 remaining in the first period. This time a 73-yard pass to Wayne Ruby, making the score 14-0. Then in the second period, Mount Union scored with 5:28 remaining. And a Wayne Ruby 7-yard pass from Braxton Plunk. And then with 47 seconds left in the half, Trey Radford took a 25-yard pass from Braxton Plunk. And that was a great catch, by the way, down in the corner of the end zone. He went high in the air between 2 defenders and hauled the pass in.
And we'll be back with third quarter action of this game coming up after this. Good work, Mike.
I started in the mattress business in 1976. I was 24 years old. I spent 30 years running large manufacturing plants building all types of mattresses. Remember water beds?
There are many ways to design mattresses, and they all have their pros and cons. What you need to know is how those pros and cons fit with your individual needs. Every person has their own age, weight, and medical history to consider.
If it doesn't say Max, you're not the right mattress store.
I was out doing this one day, then this happened. Not cool. So I went to Murray's. Talked to Dennis. He rocks. Like, he literally rocks. They got me fixed up super fast, hassle-free. It was awesome. That's why I keep going back. When glass breaks, call Murray's.
It's our 65th birthday, but the presents are for you. For a limited time, One Community Federal Credit Union is offering 24-month CDs at 5.61% APY. Celebrate with us and earn more. Invest in our birthday CD today.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center wants to welcome 3 new state-of-the-art machines to their location. The Physique targets stubborn areas that regular diet and exercise have trouble with to help you get the results you've been looking for. The Tetra is a CO2 laser that offers fully customizable skin treatments to help improve fine lines and wrinkles, scars, and more. The Pico helps remove tattoos and dark spots by offering laser skin resurfacing with no downtime. Call 740-538-9943 to book your appointment.
And welcome back to Marietta College football, sponsored by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45. Marietta College Pioneers getting ready to receive the ball here to start the third quarter in the second half, and they've got a daunting task ahead. They're down 28-0 to the number 2 ranked team in the country, the Purple Raiders of Mount Union. Mike, first half was all Mount Union. Let's see if the Pioneers can come out of here and establish some momentum here in the third quarter.
All Coach Waddle wants to see in this second half is they want to see some fight, you know, in Marietta. They, you know, they're down 20-0. They're still a good football team, but they're playing against a team that has as good a team quickness as any as I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, the quickness, we saw it in pregame warm-up, and we talked about it in the pregame, and it's just outstanding.
Okay, Deaglin Cameron getting ready to kick it off for the Purple Raiders. He boots it to Dawson Snyder at about the 4-yard line. Snyder heading upfield, and he'll dive across the 20-yard line to about the 20-yard line. The Pioneers will start 1st and 10 there. Let's run down the offense for the Marietta College Pioneers. The quarterback is Connor Veerstra. In the backfield, running back Bryce Agnew. Wide receiver Jay Melchiori, Dre Baldwin, and Dawson Snyder. Tight end is Dante Dacio. The guys up front, including Braden Adams, Brandon Schildwater, and Walker, that is, Seth Wallace and David Bush. And the right tackle is Sam Thomas. And the Pioneers getting ready here to start here, third quarter action. Veerstra straps on his chin strap. He's got 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top. And here we go, 1st and 10. Veerstra hands it to Agnew. Agnew, not much running room there. And he's still keeping the legs churning, though. He churns it up to about the 23, 24-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. So good effort by Agnew there.
I'm surprised they didn't make more yardage on that, Jim, but I'll tell you why, because the offensive line that time fired out better than any time in the first half and did a good job of stabilizing and stopping the Mount Union thrust. Usually Mount Union's got 2 or 3 guys in the backfield when the ball snapped.
2nd and 8, or 2nd and 7 from the 24. Veerstra, play action, he throws it over the middle, in and out of the hands of his receiver, Dawson Snyder. Just couldn't hold on to it. A nice little slant pass. It would have been for first down yardage.
Really, Jim, you know, it would have been a great catch if he made it, because the pass was a little bit too far out in front of him, and he threw that one very, very hard.
Running down to defense for Mount Union, Marcus Sayer, Duke Hill, Von Factor up front. The linebackers, Rossi Moore, Marcus Jackson, Mason McMillan, and Ian Sexton. The backs are John Rowland, Brandon Jansen, Josh Jones, and Anthony Parker. 3rd down and 7 now for the Pioneers, trying to pick up that first down, get some momentum going. Oh,
they got it.
We might have no flag here.
Yes,
yeah, we
there
do
is.
have a flag. It's going to be offsides, and it would look. And we got a
Got a
free
nice
play,
catch.
and what a catch
Nice
at the
catch.
35-yard line by Dre Baldwin. Oh, my goodness. We'll see what the flag is, but I think it's offsides, yes. So that play will stand. An offsides play stands. It goes from a big peak up there.
Dawson Snyder laid out on that, Jim. He had to make the catch. It was a great catch.
That'll be about a 51-yard pickup on that play, all the way down to the 41-yard line, or excuse me, 36-yard line. So a great hook up there between the two seniors. Vierstra going deep again to, incomplete, going once again for Dawson Snyder. Dawson turned inside, but the pass was on his outside shoulder, Mike.
Well, the defender did a good job of getting face up on him to keep him from getting to the ball.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pioneers taking a shot on 1st down.
That defender on that play was Josh Jones from Twinsburg, Ohio.
We've called his name a lot in this half, or this game. Now Bryce Agnew gets the call and has some running room, pushing it close to the 30-yard line. So about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Bring them up a manageable 3rd down. About 3rd and 5 to 6 yards.
Good thrust that time, good pickup. Manageable. They're with scored 20-0. They're definitely in 4-down territory.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
No.
And plus, it'd be a long field goal or a pooch punt.
Gain of 5, it's 3rd and 5.
Man in motion is
Bad
a bad snap, and Vierstra just has to hang on and take the medicine, and he's knocked back at about the 38-yard line.
Well, Marietta is self-destructing themselves.
So that'll be about 4th down, and the offense is coming off the field, so they will punt the ball away.
They're going to try to pin them inside the 10-yard line if they can.
Aiden Bailey will punt the ball away. He's got a good leg. Let's see how his accuracy is, if he can get a coffin corner kick here.
Aiden Bailey in punt formation. Josh Jones back to return.
Low snap. He does get the ball away. Kicks
nice
it
punt.
high.
That's a
It
nice
will
punt.
hit at about the 13, 14-yard lines and bounce out of bounds. Let's see where he spots it. It'll be about the 12-yard line. So good, anytime you can pin him back inside the 20-yard line, it's a good kick.
Absolutely.
It's resetting the offense for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. The quarterback is Braxton Plunk. DeAndre Parker is the running back. The tight end is Chase Lawson. Wayne Ruby Jr., the wide receiver. More on him in a moment. Also wide receiver Trey Radford, Edwin Reed. Guys up front, Aiden Canes, Giovanni Kennedy, Mason Fortner, Jarrett Burris, and Ben Lilly. 1st and 10 for the Purple Raiders. Plunk going the pass to the near sidelines, and he hits Wayne Ruby Jr. Mike, as we mentioned, he became the all-time leading receiver in Mount Union College or University history, and they've had some great wide receivers, including Pierre Garçon, who played in the NFL for 11 years.
Absolutely.
So they've had some great talent over the years.
He's just going to add on to that record. Now, the other record he's trying to get to is the touchdown record. He's 4 short of that. He'll surely, barring injury, go ahead and eclipse that one also.
Hopefully not today, though.
No, not today.
Okay, handoff to Parker, and a good job by the interior part of the Marietta line to stop him. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 4 to go for the Purple Raiders. Ball's at the 18-yard line, so a big 3rd down play here.
I tell you what, Marietta's intensity, Jim, I'm impressed with it right now because they're playing, even though they're down 28-0, they're playing hard.
Mount Union has a 91% percentage on third down conversions last year, so they're highly successful
Well, they were
on third down.
They were 5 of 6 in the first half, Jim.
And the Pioneers get the sack.
Yes.
A great play by the Pioneers. Let's get the number. And a nice play by Marietta College there, getting the job done.
It's number 10, Harley Hopkins.
That was Harley Hopkins, just a sophomore. And he makes a big play. He had an interception last week, and now he comes through with a big sack. So one of the rare times that Mount Union's forced a punt, and Marietta, barring penalties, should have good position here for their second drive of the second half. Ball's away cleanly.
Nice
and a
punt,
fair catch caught at the 49-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Pioneers from the 49-yard line. 10:18 to go on the clock here in the third quarter. Glad you're along with us on a beautiful fall-like day here at Marietta College.
Let me point something out. Did viewers happen to see what happened there? The defender coming down the field on that fair catch got up and started talking to the receiver. The receiver handed him the ball, and he started walking over to the sideline and then realized, well, that was not their ball.
Okay, now Connor Vierstra for the second possession of the Pioneers for the second half. Hands it off. No, he fakes the handoff and drills it
nice
to
catch.
his receiver, and that is pulled in by the Pioneers. And first down, yardage there. They moved the chains quickly. That was pulled in by Jay Melchiori, just a sophomore, 5'11", 170 pounds.
That was a great catch. So far here in the third period, Marietta has moved the football. Yet they have nothing to show for it.
Melchiori had 4 catches for 44 yards in the season opener a couple of weeks ago. Vierstra with the snap, looking to pass, having some heat. And he'll get a couple of yards back out of that, but he'll get knocked back at about the 42-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 15. Once again, that speed comes into play. They just get by the offensive line to Marietta.
I want our viewers, Jim, to focus in on 0 for Mount Union. That young man,
Edwin Reed,
Duke Hill, is 5'9", 275 pounds, but he is quick as a cat.
Second and 15. Tight ends in motion. Hand off to Agnew, and he'll get a couple yards back, brought down just over the 40-yard line. But that'll bring up 3rd and 13.
That time, 0 Duke Hill actually occupied 2 offensive linemen for Marietta. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a fire plug.
Vierstra once again back to pass, and once again he gets swarmed under. Oh my goodness.
That front 4 for Mount Union just comes off the ball extremely quick.
That was Rossi Moore, the linebacker, and he was an All-American as a junior. He had 2 sacks in week 1 against Defiance, and he gets another one there, so the Pioneers will have to punt the ball away.
You notice the referee holding them up because you have to give the opponents time to get their substitutions on the field.
4th and 17, the ball is away. Bailey hits a high punt. The fair catch is caught for at about the 13-yard line, and that is pulled in by Rayshawn Saunders. And so the Purple Raiders will have the ball 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. No score in the second half. So it's been a defensive half for both teams.
Marietta has picked up their intensity in this second half, and that's what Coach Waddle wanted to see, Jim.
Pioneers back in action at home next week against Otterbein and another OAC matchup. That'll be Saturday afternoon here at Don Drumm Stadium. Plunkett going deep, and it is broken up.
Broken up.
Nice play by Marietta defensively there, and that was OC Nurse, a freshman, 5'9", and a freshman making a play here against
140
against a powerhouse team. So I'll bring up 2nd and 10, but Plunk making a play. I called him Plunkett there earlier, and the name of another great quarterback back in the day, Jim Plunkett. I think Plunkett was a left-hander. That Plunkett was a left-hander. Plunk here is a right-hander.
Played with the Oakland Raiders.
Watch for Ruby on the near side of the screen. He's going to the far side. He hits his receiver.
Move.
That's pulled in there. And nice play there by Trey Radford, the senior. And that will move the chains for first down yardage.
He showed a couple of nice moves out there on the outside.
Coming up on the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter.
1st and 10, Mount Union.
Good effort. Let's go. Come on.
Wayne Ruby Jr., the bottom of the screen here, looks to be single covered. Plunk looking, and he's throwing it his way. Ruby, it's intercepted. The third takeaway of the game for the Marietta College Pioneers, and a great interception there by OC Nurse, just a freshman, coming up big here on this series. And the Pioneers are winning the battle of the turnovers. Unfortunately, Mount Union's winning the battle of the scoreboard, but the third takeaway and a nice interception there by that young man.
He played that perfectly, Jim, because he just ran face-to-face with the receiver that time, and at the last second he turned around when the receiver started to look for the ball and took it out of the air. Did a great job. That's how you draw it up.
Nurse has the speed to keep up with that All-American wide receiver in Wayne Ruby. Let's see if the Pioneers can cash that turnover here for some points. Oh my goodness, and Agnew gets hammered down, a loss of about a yard, so that they're not getting anything on the ground so far this half, Mike.
Absolutely not, and that was Marcus Jackson that time from Dallas, Texas, who actually split a double team and just stacked that up.
They're so good on both sides of the ball. It's just an amazing team.
I know we're harping on it, but it goes back, Jim, to their quickness. They're very, very quick.
Agnew behind Vierstra. Agnew, this time a little bit more success. He'll pick up about 5 yards, but I'll bring up another 3rd and long for the Pioneers. And the Purple Raiders bringing in 4 new defenders, bringing out 4, get some fresh legs in there. I imagine that Vierstra will be feeling the heat here on 3rd down. He's got 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Let's see if he gets some time to throw to him. Vierstra.
Nice
Slant
throw.
pass, and he gets the first down yardage.
Depends on when they mark it.
They'll knock him back, but yeah, he was across, and the officials say first down. That's picked in by Jay Melchiori, the sophomore.
I was afraid, Jim, that they were going to mark it back about a half a yard.
So 1st and 10, the ball's on the 41-yard line, or excuse me, the ball is about the 47-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Let's go.
Vierstra. Play action. Going deep. He's got a man.
He
catches the ball inside the 10-yard line, about the 8-yard line, and Marietta getting it done. Jay Melchiori, 2 big catches, one to secure a first down on a 3rd and long, and there has the Pioneers in the red zone. I believe that's the first time today Marietta has been inside the Mount Union 20-yard line, Mike.
Absolutely. And you know, great concentration on the part of the receiver for Marietta, Jay Melchiori. Just a great job.
We've got
the defender was in his face.
Referee has him reset the play clock. He winds the clock now, 4:07 and running. Vierstra has a man in motion. Fakes a handoff and he keeps it himself, and he'll push forward a couple of yards. And that ball's about the 7-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 1.
I think he actually was able to hand that one off to Bryce Agnew.
Then he followed Agnew into the line.
At the 6.
Agnew behind Vierstra in the shotgun eye, I guess. The pistol formation. Fail action, and he's feeling the heat. He throws into the end zone, and it is intercepted. Pulled in for the interception by the Raiders, and a big stop for the Purple Raiders, keeping Marietta out of the end zone. That's John Rowland on the interception, a 5'10" senior out of Northville, Michigan. So the Pioneers' opportunity comes up short, and they get the ball back for their offense as the Purple Raiders defense comes through. So 2 consecutive series end in a takeaway.
You know, the sad thing about it was he was pressured, and probably he should have just taken and eaten the ball, because he still would have had another chance to score.
So that's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
First and 10, Mount Union at their own 20.
Scoreless 3rd quarter so far. Purple Raiders will try to break the goose egg here in the waning moments. And that's, of course, DeAndre Parker, a great run. We've got a flag at about the 30-yard line. And we'll see what that's about, but this play will probably be coming back. Pickup of 11 on the play.
Holder or block in the back.
And the referee's walking back with it. David Sheldon is our referee today. He gets the call, and here it is.
It's a hold.
Offense, number 6, 10-yard penalty.
Wayne Ruby Jr., the wide receiver, with the hold. So let's see, the umpire walks the ball back to about the 15-yard line, and he'll set it in play there.
I think he's going back to the 10.
Or 10-yard line, yeah.
After the penalty,
your eyes are better than mine. Oh, that's what that big 1-0 is. Okay, 3:01 to go. 2nd and long. Parker, Tyler Echeverry, there it is. Not running room there. He might have lost a yard or 2. So it'll be 2nd and longer for the Mount Union Purple Raiders.
You know, Jim, this has been a strange game from the standpoint that neither team has shown much of a running game.
I think Marietta got a backup warning. So the coaches are now telling their players to get back.
Well, you as a head coach, you have what we used to joke about, call him
the backup coach? Get back coach.
Get back coach, yeah.
They get they get a warning, and then there'll be a penalty after that if another infraction occurs.
5-yarder the first time.
2nd and
15.
20. Plunk throws to the near sideline that he pulled in.
That's 80.
I believe he did.
And it says
Trey Radford.
Yeah, the official on that side said he was juggling it, so it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass, so that'll bring up 3rd and 20. Stopping the clock at the 2:25 mark.
And it is 3rd down. 3rd and 20.
Bend here, Jim, but don't break.
Yep. So send the defenders back a little ways and rush 3, drop 8. And they will take a timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well with the score of 28-0 in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with more Marietta College football after this.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth.
Draw.
And we're back, 3rd and long for the Purple Raiders. They give it off to DeAndre Parker, and Parker picks up the 1st down. They had 3rd and 20, and he picks up 26 yards on that run. And DeAndre Parker shows why he's an All-American running back.
On the draw play, fights for a 1st down before he's met by Jalen Kiro.
That's a good
Parker,
run.
he's a grad student, 3rd-team All-American last year. He rushed for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns in the opener against Defiance, averaging 11 yards a carry. Last year, he gained nearly 1,300 yards and led the OAC with a career-best 18 touchdowns. So they've got a great quarterback, they've got a record-setting wide receiver, and they've got a great running back. So a triple-threat offense here for the Purple Raiders. And, of course, the guys on the offensive line have a lot to say with that, with their execution, their coverage and assignments. Short gain on 1st down, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9 and a 1.5-minute mark here into 3rd quarter.
Gain before he's brought down by Harley Hopkins. 2nd and 9.
It's been an interesting 3rd quarter, Jim. Like you just said a little bit ago, we had a 28 points scored in the 1st half. So far, there's been nothing scored here in the 2nd half.
And Braxton Plunk. And a little confusion there, and they will take a timeout here to talk it over.
They were kind of confused on what the formation should have been.
Yeah, we had a couple of receivers shift and then shift back, and then it looks like Plunk looked at him and said, "Where are you guys going?"
I want to point out something, Jim, that we're seeing more and more now in college sports, and especially male sports, football, female referees.
Yep.
We have a linesman on this side. She has been doing a good job.
And Mount Union has had so much success over the years, and a lot of that is attributable to head coach Larry Karras, who built the program. In 27 seasons, he had 332 victories and 11 national championships, and they named their stadium after Larry Karras Stadium in Alliance. Okay, 2nd and 9. I think they've got everybody on the same page now. Braxton Plunk. Rolling right, looking downfield. We've got a flag on the play, and he throws one out of bounds. And we'll see what the flag is, but it looks like they'll be walking back about 10 yards on that, and we'll wait for David Sheldon to make the call.
Yep. I mean, that was obvious because you could see it.
So that'll move the ball all the way back to about the 27-yard line. And the yard to pick up the first down is the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 19 if I do the math correctly, or if I can read the scoreboard.
Draw
and
again.
it's a handoff to Parker.
Same
Parker
call.
kicks it out to the right side, runs right through 2 tacklers, and the ball's on the ground.
Marietta's got it, I think.
Let's see. Pioneers think they've got it. We'll see what the officials say.
Oh, they're going to say, I think the runner was down.
Down by contact, or the ground can't cause a fumble. But that's a great pickup there. He had 3rd and 19, and he picked up about 9 yards. It'll be, or 2nd and 19, picks up 9 yards. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, that was the same play they called a little bit ago.
And that will probably
20.
be the last play of the 3rd quarter as we're winding down to 10 o'clock, 10 seconds on the clock. And they don't need to get the play off. They're coming up to the line. Braxton has them. Braxton Plunkett has them there.
That's it.
It's
That's
all
it.
zeros. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Raiders 28, the Pioneers nothing. Back with 4th quarter action after this.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a 2nd month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Pioneers host Otterbein. Kickoff at 1:30 p.m. right back here at Drumm Stadium. Purchase tickets online at pioneers.marietta.edu.
And welcome back to Marietta College football, presented by Sir Speedy of Parkersburg on CAS 45. 3rd down and 10 for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Plunk has some heat on him, and he'll be brought down. The ball, I think he held on to the ball, but great defensive stop there by Marietta as they get the sack, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Their defense here in the second half, Jim, has been outstanding.
I think that was Jake Visnick there, the junior, 6 foot, 245-pounder, the defensive end, bringing him down. So a rare punt for the Purple Raiders. Mike Franklin, a low boot. It'll be pulled in on the run by the Pioneers, and that was Baldwin, and he gets the ball at the 45-yard line, so about the 45 or 46. We'll call it 45, so 1st and 10 from the 45.
That was an outstanding job by Marietta.
Now let's take a look now at the standings in the OAC. The Mount Union Purple Raiders, perennial leaders there in the standings, and they're actually tied, part of a three-way tie with Muskingum. Well, Mount Union hasn't played a conference game, but the conference leaders are Muskingum, Marietta's arch rival, Baldwin Wallace, Ohio Northern, and everybody else, this is their first conference game, and 1st and 10, and not much running room, and Pioneers get pushed back for a 5-yard loss.
Nice job that time by number 9, Marcus Sahir from Akron Hoban. Hoban is an outstanding high school football program in Ohio.
Bishop Akron Hoban, one of the great private schools. They've had a great tradition and great tradition of winning in Ohio high school football. Veerstra feeling the heat, and Veerstra gets brought down. Oh my goodness, Rossi Moore. He's relentless. Another sack, his second sack of the day.
6 foot, 210-pound junior from Lima, Ohio.
He had 2 sacks last week, 2 sacks this week, at least 2 sacks that I can recall this week.
It's third in a mile.
And Purple Raiders had 10 sacks last week, and they're not as many this week, but they when they need to make the play, they've been able to make the play. Veerstra over the middle. Nice. And he hits his receiver. That is pulled in there by the Pioneers, and a great pickup on first down for the first down. And that was John. I'll get this pronunciation right.
I want to hear this.
I will get this right, Mike. Serpatowski, John Serpatowski with the completion. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Wide open. Near sideline. Wide open is the receiver. And he is on his way to all inside the 5-yard line.
Good job of running. Good pass.
That was a great play by Jim Melchiori. He's had some big catches in this game. So it's inside the red zone for the second time in this half. 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line.
Now they need to stick it in the end zone.
Veerstra. Hands off to Agnew. Agnew, not much running room, maybe a yard, or about back to the original line of scrimmage.
You know, Jim, I don't know why teams anymore don't prescribe to what Woody Hayes used to do at Ohio State. And when he got inside the 10-yard line, he went to a full house backfield and also 2 tight ends and just rammed it down people's throats.
That'll be 2nd and goal. Ball's at the 5-yard line.
They're going to have to call a timeout, I think.
Yeah, the play clock is running inside. 3 seconds, they get the snap off, and not much running room there. Veerstra on the keeper, and he cuts it back, and he'll lose 1 or 2 yards on that play. They're moving it back, so they're backing up instead of going forward.
Rossi Moore
picking up another sack.
That play didn't look good right from the beginning, Jim.
After a loss of 2.
Yeah, listening, Rossi Moore, 4 sacks this game, 6 overall for the season, 2 games in the season. So 4 sacks and 4 tackles for a loss today. Man in motion is Agnew. Looking left, though, is in and out of the hands of the intended the defender. And then Marietta was fortunate there as they get a drop there by Josh Jones.
Jim, the receiver was open. He went down and curled, and the end zone was wide open. And that pass was just hung out to dry, so to speak.
Well, the Pioneers opting to go for the field goal here on 4th down, 4th and goal. And that'll be about a 29-yard field goal. Kick is up. The kick is
good.
No good. They said he was wide right. And so Marietta comes away with nothing here after 1st and goal, and the defense holds here for the Purple Raiders. Got to be disappointing for the Pioneers, Mike.
Absolutely, because if memory serves me correctly, they've had 2 chances, Jim, to get down in the end zone here in the second half and haven't capitalized on either one of them. The defense has really done a good job.
.35 to go in the 4th quarter, and they get the ball at the 20-yard line for a touchback for the missed field goal. And they get a football in from the sideline.
Let's go, defense, let's go. We need a turnover, let's go.
And Finally, the umpire places it down just shy of the 20-yard line. Statistically, though, it'll be considered the 20.
First and 10, Mount Union.
Plunk rolling left. Plunk throwing and hitting his receiver at close to the 30-yard line, close to first down yardage.
That catch, once again, is by number 80, who did a great job of squaring out on the sideline.
Trey Radford.
Trey Radford.
First and 10, Mount Union at the 30.
Getting the first down.
Scoreless second half here. Defense has ruled the day. There have been some big plays, but the defense of each team has been up to the challenge to keep their opponents out of the end zone. Two receivers at the bottom of the screen. He's throwing to the top of the screen.
Nice catch.
And Wayne Ruby Jr. pulls it in. It was kind of over his head a little bit to the side, but he snagged it. And he does what a good wide receiver does.
Jim, going back to that field goal that was missed, I heard somebody question about where they placed the ball. They brought it out to the 20. Well, the rule states that if you kick a field goal and it's from 19 yards and in, it goes to the 20. If it's outside the 20, wherever you kicked it from is where the ball's placed.
Thanks for clarifying that, Mike. And up the middle, is that Parker or Echeverria, his backup in? Tyler Echeverria, Jr. out of Naples, Florida.
The only reason I mentioned it was I heard some people behind us discussing what they should have done. Yeah, they wondered about it coming out to the 20. That's because the kick occurred inside the 20.
Got here and saw the Raiders coming off the bus. They have two buses from Alliance, and they say it's about a 2 hours and a half. They said
2 hours. It's 2 hours.
2 hours, a nice journey. Now they hand off to Echeverria again. He gets around the right end, and he's getting close to first down yardage. I think he'll be a little bit shy.
Might be a couple yards.
Yeah, he'll be spotted about the 47-yard line. He's got to get to the 50 for the first down, but I'll bring up
7-yard gain.
second and 3.
It's actually, 3 yards short.
Okay. Hey, defense, let's go. Keep it up. Let's go. Come on now. Don't give up.
Raiders in the huddle. Echeverria is still in there at running back. He's behind the quarterback. Plunk. Hand off to Echeverria right up the middle. He'll pick up the first down yardage to about the 47-yard line of Marietta. So a 6-yard pickup on the down there. That'll make it first and 10 as the Purple Raiders move across field to the Marietta side of Don Drumm Stadium.
First and 10, Mount Union.
And with the 4-touchdown lead, Mike, and the clock now under 8 minutes, Purple Raiders in no really hurry to get the call off.
They've got this game under control.
Yeah. Play clock down to 8 seconds. They get the snap off. Plunk rolling left. Throws it top, a little bit too tall for Ruby. He was up to about the 31-yard line.
Looking at his passing technique on that one, he's going opposite of his throwing arm, which is he's right-handed. So that means he needs to square up his shoulders to the target, and he didn't do it, and that's the reason he overthrew it.
That made it sail high.
Yeah.
That'll stop the clock, 2nd and 10 with 7:26 to go. We'd like to thank the good people at the Boathouse Barbecue here on Marietta's historic West End. They provided us a catered a great luncheon for the crew of CAS and for the announcers as well. And tasty food thanks to the good people at Boathouse Barbecue. We've got a timeout here, and we'll take a timeout as well here. It's Marietta on top, Marietta trailing, that is, 28-0 to Mount Union.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
And welcome back to Marietta's Don Drumm Field for Marietta College football, presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45. After a timeout, it's 2nd and 10 for the Purple Raiders. They're across midfield, looking to add to a 28-0 lead. Plunk with the handoff.
Draw play.
And not much running room there for the running back for Purple Raiders. It's a new back. It's Darnell Williams, a senior. And they might be emptying their bench at this point, giving kids some playoff time. Matter of fact, we've got the getting the backups in. Echeverria coming back in now. Plunkett still in there. He's got his running back, Darnell Williams. Oh, and Plunkett gets brought down. Great heat brought in there by Marietta's defensively, and that was Chance Knight, the senior, 6'3", 260-pounder, coming in with the big sack there.
Okay, we got a.
Oh, we've got a flag on the play. Let's see what that's about. And the flag is all the way back at about the 46-yard line or 44-yard line. So let's see what the call is. They're discussing it. Well, it looks to be against the Purple Raiders. Oh, no. So they have a personal foul against the Raiders, and they'll march the ball back, and that'll bring the punt team out here on 4th down.
Give Marietta a chance to get good field position.
Yeah. They'll be punting the ball. The ball's spotted at the 26-yard line.
So that was a dead ball foul.
Yep. After the play,
that's the reason
Mike Franklin will punt the ball away. And the ball will be pulled in by Marietta. Oh, no, he lets it bounce and bouncing. Oh, a great Mount Union roll all the way inside the 25-yard line to about the 25. So 1st and 10 Marietta with 6:11 to go in this ball game.
Remember what I've always said about letting a punt drop? You'll lose 10 to 15 yards.
And that was at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Marietta back on the field trying to get something here, get some sort of momentum. Let's look at the schedule for the Pioneers coming up. They've got Mount Union coming up, or excuse me, they've got Otterbein coming up, the Cardinals from Charleston, or Columbus, that is. They'll be playing that game. And then they've got, Mount Union has Muskingum coming up, and Marietta's got Otterbein next week.
Oh, nice defensive
long play, long pass, incomplete. So Marietta, this is the second. They'll have 3 straight home games to start the season. Then they'll hit the road for a while and be back. And always tough OAC conference.
Jim, number 13, Josh Jones, did a nice job of defending that pass.
So 2nd down. Vierstra has his tight end in motion, and he comes back. Vierstra hanging it off to Agnew.
Got about 2, maybe.
Yeah.
1.
But I think that might be a backup running back in there now for the Pioneers. I think that was Zion Jackson Wilburn in, a sophomore. Bierster rolling right. A little bit too tall for his receiver, Dawson Snyder.
He had a receiver open down the seam, and evidently he didn't see him.
So they'll bring up 4th down. The Pioneers bring out the punt team. Aiden Bailey. Called his name a lot today. And you know, when your punter's name, punter gets a lot of plays, it's not good for the for your team. Oh, he gets it away. There's a lot of pressure on that, but a good punt.
Off the side of his foot.
And he gets it away to roll out at about the 42-yard line.
45.
We'll see where they spot it, yep. So good field position for Mount Union with just over 5 minutes to play here at Marietta College Don Drumm Stadium. Let's see if we see more substitutes coming in for Mount Union. Now we see Plunkett and Parker are still in there.
Ruby's still in there too, I think.
Hand off to Parker. He'll pick up 4 or 5 yards on 1st down. Like, I'm smelling fresh coffee in the press box.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker, but that smells pretty good.
They do such a good job here at Marietta College.
Do a great job.
Game administration. Jeff Shalley, the sports information director, one of the top press boxes in Division III football. Not only in terms of the facility itself, but in the way they organize it. And
Mount Union announcers really like this press box.
Yeah. 2nd and 5, and that's 1st down. Ruby, or Parker, that is,
Good
just
run.
lowers his shoulder, and he got
the 1st down. I
good
think.
penetration there. They stood him up, but he still was able to drive forward and pick up that 1st down. Ball's at the 43-yard line. Big day of college football for football fans of West Virginia and Ohio State. Ohio University, I understand, knocked off Iowa State over in Athens. And, of course, Ohio State's playing in a game that's going to kick off in about 15 minutes. And they're taking on Western Kentucky University. I believe that's the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky.
Yes.
And not much running room there. And then tonight at 7:30, the West Virginia Mountaineers have the backyard brawl as the Pitt Panthers come to town. So if you love college football in the Mid-Ohio Valley, you got to love today. Good football. And Pioneers taking on one of the best in the country in Division III football. Not having much success, but
this has been
talking with
defensively, it's been a good second half for
talking
him.
with Coach Waddle, he said, that you have to. Everybody has to measure their program against a team like Mount Union, and it's an opportunity to see how good you are and how much work you have to go to get to that upper level in the conference and Division III football. Echeverria never gives up on that running play.
Almost broke it.
And he did. And before he gets forced out of bounds, and that'll be just shy, maybe a yard. So they'll bring up 3rd and a yard from the 43. Now under 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. Play clock now down to 6, and they're still in the huddle. They might have to call a timeout here.
No, they got.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see the one. Those red numbers are hard to see on the play clock, so I apologize. A handoff to the 3rd-string running back, and he powers his way for the 1st down yardage. That's Darnell Williams, a senior, and he gets it done, moving the chains. So they're getting close to the red zone here. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go now. And what possibly could be the final series of this game. Plunk handing it off to Sanders, or should say Williams, Darnell Williams, and a good gain on 1st down. About a yard shy, or about a half yard shy. Under 1:30 to go in the game now. Ball's inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Pioneers hands on hips, waiting for Mount Union. They're coming out of the huddle, coming up on a minute left in this ball game.
I look for them, if they make the 1st down here and don't score, I look for them to take a knee after that and run the clock out.
Plunk with the handoff, and they get the tackle.
They get the 1st
about
down.
The 15-yard line, so that'll stop the clock until they move the chains.
I think
50 seconds on the clock.
I think they'll probably take a knee.
And they're getting in that victory formation. We'd like to thank Coach Andy Waddle and his coaching staff, and Larry Heiser, the athletic director here at Marietta College, and Jeff Shalley, the SID, for their assistance in the broadcast of this game. And Plunk does take a knee with 32 seconds to go, and they will let the clock wind down. And also like to thank Coach Waddle and his staff for the game preparation, their help. And that's going to do it. Both teams heading to the center of the field. As the clock winds down towards 0, it's the 2nd-ranked Mount Union Purple Raiders defeating the Marietta College Pioneers 28-0, running their winning streak to 44 in a row over the Marietta College Pioneers. Marietta looking to bounce back next Saturday afternoon, right back here at Drumm Stadium as they host Otterbein University. And for Mike Hayden, I'm Jim Wharton, and all the guys on camera and in the trunk. Great job, guys. And the final score for the final time, Mount Union 28, Marietta 0. Have a great afternoon, everybody.